Emberly slept in the old manager's office. She found it rather humiliating that she had to, but a few nights on an old couch was worth it when she would be back to living like royalty soon. She's the first one awake, so she leaves to check on her prisoner, who, much to her own delight, is still there.
Okay, actually, I'm glad I didn't kill you. This is really entertaining.
Having not gotten much sleep, Kira sits against the wall, arms crossed and expressionless.
You slept with him, didn't you?
Huh?
I know you well enough. You know how to manipulate people. You have him falling for you.
For your information, I did not.
Do you even care about him?
He wouldn't know if I ended you right now.
Go ahead. Prove me right.
Ugh, this is no longer fun.
Emberly turns to walk away, but not before she looks back to where her tattooed spellbook was, and sees a figure there. There was no mistaking the braided auburn hair.
Mother?
Queen Loretta?
What sick game are you playing, Ice Witch?
I'm not doing anything.
Loretta goes to Emberly and places a hand on her cheek.
Mom?
It's me.
How?
Well, I was infuriated.
Eddie rushes out with the look of a man awakened by an irritating alarm.
What? Who's there?
He notices the woman with her hand on Emberly's cheek,
Huh?
and Emberly barely even notices him.
Mother, what are you doing here?
Those eyes. Charlie, you took that magic for me, didn't you?
I want to be just like you.
You're already incredible. Why would you need that?
I want to be you. Powerful. Unstoppable.
But it's not you. It's not yours.
Emberly suddenly looks so confused as she jumps to the worst possible outcome.
The fox. You're an illusion.
I know, it's hard to believe. My sweet little Ember.
Why did you name me Emberly?
Your father was the first person I loved. I didn't know true passion until you were born.
It is you. But why?
The truth is, you're not meant for this. The power doesn't truly belong to you.
No, I don't believe you.
This isn't about you, Emberly. This is about the Imperium.
I am the Empyrean.
I'm sorry, but the powers haven't chosen you. The way you raise your king isn't powerful enough to hold on to it. You need to let it go.
No, I refuse!
Golden fire erupts from her. Not far enough to hit Kira or Eddie, but enough to strike Loretta, who vanishes as it hits her. As she notices that her mother is gone, Emberly becomes worried.
Mom, please, come back! Mother, please!
Emberly begins to scream in anger, falling to her knees. Eddie rushes over to help her, gently putting his hand on her shoulder, and she looks back at him. The face he sees barely looks like Emberly, though. Her cheeks and other patches of her skin had turned gold, but the rest of her was pale.
Ugh, you don't look so good.
I'm fine. I'm more powerful than ever before.
Emberly notices the brooch he'd given her by where her spellbook once was. She gets up and puts it on, pressing it twice, and it gives her a far different outfit than the time before. A new black and gold dress, with only small bits of red remaining, as if the new colors were consuming the old.
We're moving forward with the plan.
What plan?
Taking over the city.
Wait, whoa, what? don't you think that's a bit much?
I don't have any other choice, and I don't have the time.
This is a bad idea. You're clearly not thinking straight.
I am the Empyrean, and they will fear me.
After this moment, Emberly will remember nothing about what occurs that day. Kelly finds herself asleep in the gym alone. She wakes up to a tap on her shoulder and sees Jean Gadley with a cup of coffee for her.
Morning already?
How about we go into my office?
Gadley takes her to their office. Kelly sat down at the table and accepted her cup of coffee, which she gladly drinks.
Thank you, Director.
Are you okay? This seems to have hit you hard.
She took away what made me unique.
That's not what makes you unique, Kelly.
Then why did you only reach out to me once I had powers?
We didn't reach out to you. It's not our job to reach out to people. It's our job to be there when people reach out to us. You could have come back as soon as you were old enough.
Well, I didn't know that.
Perhaps we could have communicated that better. And I'm sorry.
Their apology is so sincere that Kelly struggles to stay mad at them. Turning to look away with her eyes instead falling on the miniature city she'd seen before. She gets up to go over to it, forgetting what Gadley's saying, but Gadley does notice.
I remember when your parents commissioned that model city. They wanted a reminder of everything that they fought to protect.
A bunch of buildings?
You know better than that.
Do I? The only thing this city has ever done for me is keep me trapped.
Did it? Is that the city's fault?
Kelly can't help but look at Valpone Labs, the building she spent years slaving over to no benefit of her own. The heart of the labyrinth. But she also notices that right down the road is the gym Alex used to take her to for stress relief. Then she sees the art museum where she had finally gotten to see Marigold Fox for the first time. Then the warehouse where she and Eddie had defeated Hindsight, and the docks where she stepped over an entire warehouse at an incredible height to save her friends. She looks back to Valpone Labs, and remembers not only the bad times, but now remembers getting her powers there and figuring out who Max truly is. Her finger trails the roads as she slowly but surely figures out the maze.
It doesn't look so terrifying from this angle.
A thing you learn from being around a lot of superheroes. Sometimes, you can't wait for someone to save you.
I'll never let myself suffer again.
Kira turned her warning signal of her mirage on so it didn't take Max long to realize where she and Eddie must have gone. Max and Tera arrive at the pet store to find it abandoned.
Any sign of him?
Not that I can see.
Max? Tera? Is that you?
Max and Tera rush over to see the little cage in which Kira's trapped.
Kira?
Honestly, she could have been in a much worse state.
Where's Eddie? And Emberly, for that matter.
Emberly went crazy after seeing some image of her mother. She's trying to take over the entire city.
Yeah, that's crazy, alright. There's no way she'll be able to manage it independently.
This can be bad if she realizes that. I think she's likely to get violent.
That's not good. We need to do something about this.
Kelly's still at the model city. Her fingers gently brush across the buildings and streets. Something that once caused resentment in her was now making her incredibly nostalgic. Her mind wandered while in the room alone for a while. At least until Spencer arrived to see her.
Fantasizing about the powers?
Not quite. This belonged to my parents.
I thought you hated this city. Wanted to get out.
I do, but I can see that maybe the problem wasn't the city. Maybe the problem was me.
You can't sit and do nothing. You need to be proactive. It seems we both had to learn that this week.
The group of us make a good team. Even without my powers, I don't want that to end. But still, I want those powers back.
So then, what do we do? It's Eddie.
I think we're about to find out.
Spencer and Kelly rush through the streets. They see plenty of things in the city on fire. And suddenly, they run into Eddie, who's coming right at them.
Eddie, what's going on?
I'm not exactly a professor in magic, but from what I've gathered, it seems the magic of the Empyrean is too powerful for whatever deal you made with her.
And I imagine, based on the fire, she isn't taking that well.
Yep.
What's wrong?
I don't know. It's a pain I've never felt before. It's a pain in my chest, like my soul is being stabbed.
You should see what's happening to Emberly. She looks different, like she's burning up.
Emberly said that magic is forged by emotions being connected to your mind, your body, or your spirit. I chose my spirit to make that deal.
Emberly must have used her body for the deal.
So you're both in pain.
Okay, so none of us are experts in magic. What do we do?
Max and Tera rush towards them.
There you are. We have a problem.
Yeah, the fire. We know.
Not just that.
Tera pulls out the shrunken cure from her pocket.
Hey there!
Oh boy. I don't know how to fix this. Ugh!
Kelly!
I feel it calling to me. I have to go to it.
I think you do too.
I'll be right back. I think I know what to do.
Kelly arrives right outside Valpone Labs, in the middle of the city street. There she sees a giant woman appearing on fire. Emberly. She's not actively causing destruction, but simply yelling, and doing so quite angrily.
I will not be taken lightly!
Kelly takes a breath and presses her watch twice, turning into her costumed form.
Hey!
Emberly turns around, her skin gold and crimson as the tips of her orange hair have fully turned gold, and are lifted as if it were flame in perfect unison with the real, genuine flames behind her.
You're the one causing this! You're going back on our deal!
I assure you, I'm not.
Liar!
No, I'm in pain too. I feel it calling to me. Our deal is tampering with magic we weren't ready to handle.
Maybe you weren't, but I know what I'm doing.
Her eyes shine gold, but it only seemed to cause her pain.
You need to stop!
Emberly notices a few people near Valpone Labs, including Hogwasher, all trying to flee the scene. She angrily shoots a fireball at the top of the building, debris falling onto the people then.
No!
The debris is suddenly stopped by another giant woman, Kelly, using her body to shield the civilians, giving them the opportunity to flee.
You're a fool. Defending them even when all they've done is hold you back?
Kelly stands to her full height. Compared to Emberly, she's slightly taller.
No.
Emberly taps into the Empyrean powers and suddenly grows more, becoming twice as tall as Kelly. Emberly makes her attack, but Kelly reacts quickly and steps hard on her foot.
You know, height isn't everything.
Emberly gets up and goes to attack herself. But as she gets closer, she finds herself shrinking to half the size of Kelly.
Okay, I'll take that back. I like being taller than you.
Emberly goes to try and trip Kelly back, yet Kelly jumps out of the way. After this, she finds herself shrinking down to the same height as Emberly.
Oh, that's not good?
Emberly tackles her into a restaurant. This causes the ceiling to collapse and the people to flee to the streets. Then both Kelly and Emberly shrink at the same time to human height.
This insanity ends with one of us defeated.
Are you sure about that? I think you can benefit a lot more by giving up than continuing to hurt yourself.
I am not! Gah!
You were saying?
Emberly sends a firebolt at her and Kelly dodges and then grabs the table. She lifts it with surprising ease and uses it as a shield. That is until it becomes too hot to hold.
Fine then.
Kelly throws the table at Emberly, who barely dodges. She then rushes up, planning to land a hard hit, but instead pins her to another nearby table.
Why are you fighting so hard?
Just then, they both shrink to an even tinier height on top of the table. Disoriented, they take a moment to breathe, then look to each other.
I have to win. I have to take back my home. This is the only way it can end.
Take it from me. You cannot spend your whole life dwelling on how you wish the past could be different. I know you want to be proactive and change your past, but you should focus on building a new life for yourself.
I can't.
You need to stop.
She glares at her and suddenly the two begin to grow until they're both the giant heights they started at. Emberly tackled her out of the restaurant and onto the pavement of the street.
Don't act like you know what I've been through!
You're right, I don't. But I can help. Please, let me help.
Emberly's eyes glow again, and she gets off of Kelly.
I can't!
The pain becomes too much for her, and Emberly passes out. Afterward, Max finds himself being led through the streets of the city by Spencer. He's slightly annoyed by the large crowd he has to pass through, though.
Are you sure you couldn't just bring the surprise to me?
I'm sure. There's someone who wants to speak with you.
Fine.
As Spencer and Kira rush through Valpone Lab's doors, Max looks at four figures who seem to be waiting for him. There, Neo and Pulse sat, awkwardly twiddling their thumbs, almost simultaneously.
Neo Impulse?
Hey, Max.
What are you guys doing here?
We're helping fix up the place.
We're sorry for everything that happened.
Oh. Hey, it's okay. You guys were confused.
We wanted to, make it up to you.
Cam, do you have it?
Cameron takes out two posters. One is the poster Max forgot to grab last time, and the other is a similar one to it, but instead of being signed to Dairyman, it is signed to Max.
You guys never gave up on us, and we wanted to return the favor.
I will treasure it always.
Come by and visit us whenever. We're still huge fans.
Yeah. Same.
Do you know where your big friend is?
Oh, Kelly, she probably didn't want to come here because of, her jerk ex-boss.
Oh, don't worry about him. I pulled some strings. I had to ensure that this place was a safe environment for anyone else. I want to make sure no one gets put through that.
You are a hero.
Oh, well, thank you. You guys let me know if your powers ever act up again. We'll fix that.
Well, what you guys are gonna do now?
Go back to our fans, and maybe, if people need us, lend a helping hand.
Well, I think that's very noble of you.
Kelly watches the news from Gadley's office once again. The people say that the day was saved thanks to the newest super. Kelly replays it over and over with the widest smirk on her face. Before she's interrupted by Gadley, that is.
You and your friends do work together well. So, I wanted to set aside a task force to deal with a problem.
What problem?
We checked on what Dr. Geyser seemed to have done, and plenty of it seems problematic. So we want to know what she was doing and what the Sisterhood of Stars could be hiding.
I see. Don't worry. We'll get the job done.
Excellent. The ship that tried to pick up Dr. Geyser belonged to a shipping company in Baymouth Pier.
That's not far from where Quainttown is.
Indeed. Only one town over. They likely will have lodging for you to stay at the academy, especially since they are still off for the summer.
Academy?
Telemachus. A private school for teenagers with superhuman abilities. Some famous figures went there. Most famously, Dairyman, and also now, famously,
Dairyman and T-Bone.
Kira Junper also went there. Hopefully, they'll do an excellent job of showing you around.
They hand her a file with some paperwork in it. It reads on its label, Project Supernova.
This should be all the information you need.
Thank you so much. Project Supernova?
You happen to have gathered some very impressive people to flock to your side. I figure since you're this Empyrean figure, it's only fitting to give you a celestial type.
Wait a minute. I didn't tell you about the Empyrean.
I heard it through your friends, of course. The fellow members of this superhero team.
Superhero team? Is this really happening?
Indeed. You and your friends officially have SHGO back.
Oh my gosh. This is a dream come true.
She notices Galley put some password into their computer to pull up some files, but she doesn't notice what letters they type. Then, something in her mind, like a long-forgotten instinct, popped inside her head. The image of a scarred star that she could almost taste. And she feels it coming out of her lips before she can process it.
Starquake.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Perhaps it's time for the truth to come out.
What truth?
That crystal in Valpone Land. I put that there, hoping one day you'd find it yourself so you could choose those powers.
What? Why?
As a favor to your parents.
My parents wanted me to be the Empyrean?
I wish I could tell you more. I didn't want to interfere too much, because I wanted you to find your way back, but perhaps I should have looked into it more.
Well, you tried, and it did happen eventually. And thanks to you, I now have a chance for greatness. And I promise you, I won't stop until I'm on top. I am marked for the stars.
In Kelly's apartment is a stuffed elephant sitting currently on her bed. Its little button eyes gaze up at the ceiling, and then glow golden. It's as if it knows that what it has been waiting for has finally arrived. Thank you for watching Starmarked, Queen Beach City. This episode was brought to you by the desk you fell asleep in during high school. You know the one.